Hey, what's going on everyone? This is iReviews back with another video, and today we're talking about iOS 27 Beta 1, which is just around the corner. Actually, we're 5 days away from the release of the first dev beta of the new iOS 27, and it looks like it will be an amazing update packed with a ton of new features. Now, of course, a lot of users will want to update to the new iOS 27 Beta 1, even though it will be a dev beta 1. It will still be very attractive for a lot of users, and of course the easy way to install it that Apple has added to your iPhone is actually another reason a lot of people will update to the new iOS 27 Beta 1. But don't update before you do and know the things that I'm about to show you guys in this video. Now, another thing I need to show you is that most of you guys who's watching my videos are still not subscribed to the channel. So if you enjoy the videos and you want to see more of them, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel a lot. Now, the number one thing you want to do before you install iOS 27 Beta 1 on your iPhone is back up your device. Installing a dev beta 1 will of course be risky. Most likely nothing will go wrong, but there are a lot of cases where something can go wrong and you might just break your device and you will lose all of the data that you have on your iPhone. So I suggest before you go ahead and update to iOS 27 Beta 1, make sure that you do a backup either to iCloud or your computer, your laptop, whatever you use, but just make sure that you have the backup of the latest data that you have on your iPhone. So even if something goes wrong, you can just restore your iPhone and of course get all your stuff back. Now, the other thing is something that you need to know about the features that we have seen floating around, of course, being reported, being leaked, that are coming to the new iOS 27, especially the Apple Intelligence features. Before you go ahead and try to install iOS 27 Beta 1 on your device, you need to make sure that you know which features are available for your device, because if you have an older device but that still does support iOS 27, and that's the iPhone 12 series, those will be the oldest devices to now support iOS 27, then most likely a ton of features won't be available for your device. Of course, the Apple Intelligence features and all the other features that are powered by the new Apple Intelligence will of course be supported only on the iPhone 15 Pro and newer, but there will be other features that will be also on older devices, of course not Apple Intelligence features. So if you just try to install it to have these features on your device, you need to make sure that you check if all the features you want are actually available for your iPhone. The next thing you want to do is make sure that you have enough free storage. Updating from a public release that you probably have right now on your iPhone, like iOS 26.5 or 26.5.1 to beta, will require a lot of storage. So I suggest that you go ahead and check your storage right here, and you need to have at least 20 gigabytes of free storage on your iPhone if you want to install iOS 27. And you have seen this with iOS 26 as well. All the updates of iOS 26 have required a lot of space, and this will be no different. So based on the device, of course, there will be devices that will have a smaller update, some will have a bigger update, but it won't be, of course, that different. But again, I suggest that you have at least 20 gigabytes of free storage on your iPhone before you try to install iOS 27 Beta 1. Now, iOS 27 Beta 1 will come out on the 8th, as we know by now. So until then, what I suggest you do is make sure that you have the beta updates turned off on your iPhone, because you don't want to install iOS 26 beta on your iPhone. Maybe it will install automatically, or you can do that by accident, and then it will be quite like a process for you to come back to iOS 26.5.1 and then update to iOS 27. You don't want to do that. So what I suggest you do, make sure you go to your settings, under general, go to the software updates section right here, and go right here under beta updates and make sure that you have beta updates turned off. When you can turn them on, of course, after iOS 27 Beta 1 is out. Once it's out, all you have to do is just turn the back on the betas, and you will have the option there for iOS 27 dev beta 1, you can just go ahead and install it. Let's just go ahead and see if it shows right here. So you can see you can update right now if you want to iOS 26.5.1. That will be okay because it's a public release, it's not a beta. And as you can see right here, I already have the betas off. You should turn them off as well. Once iOS 27 beta 1 is out, it will show right here. You can just go ahead and select it, then come back, refresh this page, and you'll get the update. Now, before you try to install iOS 27 beta 1 on your device, you should know two other things. The first one, battery probably will suck, especially the first couple of betas usually tend to have a really bad battery life. So if you're doing this on your daily driver, then I suggest you think twice. If you know you cannot regularly charge your iPhone, or you have to be away during the day for a really long time and you don't have access to a charger where you can add to your battery, well, I suggest you don't install it at all, because this update will most likely consume battery a lot, because it will have a ton of new features, especially the new Apple Intelligence features, the new Siri features. Those do require a ton of battery. So for the first couple of betas, I suggest that you be very aware, and I would suggest that you actually install it on maybe a second device if you have only one device and you know you don't actually have access to a charger during the day. And also, probably the performance will suffer again for the first couple of betas. Usually this is the worst time for an initial beta like iOS 27 here, because by the time beta 3 is out, it's actually quite stable. That's also the time when Apple will actually release the public beta of iOS 27. So by that time, we know that it's quite stable so that the public can test it. But I would be very aware installing it on a daily driver, especially if you run out of battery a lot and you don't have a charger during the day. You should be very, very careful. Now, as far as release goes, for the last one, of course, it will be Monday, this upcoming Monday, June the 8th. The conference will start at 10 a.m. Pacific time as usual. That's the time when usually Apple releases updates. This time around, of course, they start the conference. Most likely an hour and a half it will be for the conference, and then after that, any moment, any minute, then we should expect iOS 27 beta 1 to come out. Usually it takes around half an hour after the event is over for Apple to actually release the first dev beta. So we'll have to wait and see for that, but of course it will be just a few minutes after the event, which is really exciting. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it helpful. If you did, smash the like button, and of course subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys on the next one.